I include the supporting of the Spanish by the government to stay in Spain as length as required, as so as my household who are concomitant me there, my woman Mitzi, and my daughters, who are there at my party, Antonio Ledesma told. Spanish Main Secretary Mariano Rajoy acquired Ledesma, a long Venezuelan opposition legislator, and his woman, Mitzi Capriles, on Sunday at Moncloa Castle. Ledesma, 62, was selected mayoress of Caracas in 2008. He was detained in February 2015, following Maduro charged him of participation in a story to topple by the government. He was after liberated of prison and put by building detention for public health reasons. Talked to journalists following his meet in Rajoy, Ledesma vowed to go on fight the Venezuelan CEO. Maduro is not just a CEO. Maduro is a despot who controls by strength the nation's institutions and seeks to conquer human beings. Love me, Ledesma told. Addition, how Maduro was transport out a policy hag search versus him and some opposition leaders who include policy prisoners. The Spanish by the government repeated in a declaration following the meet its complete obligation to democratic state in Venezuela and expect for a completely more democratic decision to the Venezuelan meltdown, that definitely must be reached via the release of all policy prisoners and the festivity of completely more democratic and adopted elections in the nation. Over in the date, Ledesma held to journalists at the Madrid airport, wherever he told Venezuela was not at the end of an chasm but had already hit lower. Maduro on Friday mocked Ledesma's flee. Same vamp is flyer complimentary about the planet, the CEO told, smiling. Same vamp, secured, has lost to Spain, to dwell the large lifetime. Maduro added how he doesn't wish Ledesma to back, indicating, hold yours vamp where? Bold flee. Ledesma's flee was thing decent of a cinema scenario. The travel of more than rather than 24 several hours was love a James Ties cinema. We gone more than rather than 29 checkpoints, roadblocks, he said journalists. I took all the risks. I couldn't assist but to believe of the importance of liberty. Present, while I arriving in Spain, I thick felt complimentary. Ledesma at first stopped in Colombia following cross the boundary by earth at the city of Country House del Rosario. His household didn't aware his schedule, he said Caracol Wireless. Addition, how he requested to the insight of my woman and daughters and his several hours of misery not knowledge wherever I was. The go by SEBIN set off social shout by lot in the world society, consisting the organization of a state, OAS, and the US by the government. The two men were ultimately refundable to building detention. Lopez and Ledesma had been forbidden of transport out policy actions for his building arrests, and Ledesma had been prohibited of manufacturing declarations to any news story print. Venezuela in meltdown. Venezuela is cladding few crisis phenomena. Rapidly growing bloating has created excess shortages of meal, medical and some essential. The World Cash Foundation predicts how bloating in Venezuela will hit 650% the year and 2,300% in 2018. Few governments, consisting how of the joint state, include with marked Maduro's mode a dictator.